It was the first of its kind. Over 400 editors inside the presidential villa, face to face with the country's leader. The theme was bold: democratic governance and national cohesion, the role of editors ahead of the 2027 elections. After months of economic pressure and newsroom closures, editors came not to beg, but to insist that journalism must survive if democracy is to endure.
A free, responsible, and vibrant press remains the lifeblood of any democracy. When the press thrives, democracy breathes. When the press is stifled, democracy suffocates.
The Guild laid out concrete demands, including corporate tax relief, repeal of laws that inhibit press freedoms, VAT exemptions on media inputs, tax credits to encourage advertising, low-interest loans, and a media development fund to speed digital transition. For them, it's not sympathy, but survival. Then came the keynote that flipped the conversation. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma turned the challenge back on the journalists, saying editors themselves will shape whether 2027 becomes a test or a triumph for democracy.
You are not spectators in 2027. You are active participants. You are catalysts and facilitators. Whether you acknowledge it or not, the narratives you shape between now and the election will determine whether Nigerians approach 2027 with hope or cynicism, with trust or suspicion, with a sense of shared stake or through a tribal lens. I'm not asking you to become a propagandist for the state. I'm rather asking you to become custodians of information integrity, which sits well with electoral integrity.
He warns that sensational headlines have deepened public distrust and urges editors to rebuild credibility before voters return to the polls. Other speakers agree truth, not clicks, must drive coverage of Nigeria's democracy.
The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has demonstrated its faith in you through his actions, not just his words. We invite you, therefore, to engage, to critique constructively, and to report with utmost responsibility that demands your participation at this moment of our history. The best editor is the one that knows what not to report.
President Tinubu acknowledges the media's historic role in defending democracy from colonial times to military rule, but urges the nation's editors to wield that freedom responsibly. He is warning against narratives that undermine national cohesion and confidence in the nation.
A democracy is sustained not only by elections and laws, but also by the integrity of the public conversation. This is where your role becomes central and indispensable as last man standing. I urge you, therefore, to continue upholding the highest standard of journalism. Report boldly, but do so truthfully. Criticize government policy, but do so with knowledge and fairness. Your aim must never be to tear down what we are building together, but to help build a better society.
Beyond the speeches, the conference went into technical sessions on electoral disputes, judicial integrity, and how the media can reinforce trust in Nigeria's democracy before 2027. This historic engagement is proof the government and media can disagree without hostility, even as the president promises to study the editor's proposals from VAT relief to reform of restrictive laws.